And I guess that's it.
Don't need this anymore. Gonna get rid of it. Should be good then.
Soon.
I think I feel like it would be better if I did like a little text. Crazy.
Have we been photoshopped already? No? I should not be memed.
Yeah.
Memed without my being able to defend myself.
Huh?
I see.
What up? This I don't have Discord at the
I
moment.
can have a quick look.
What is happening?
And
Oh boy.
You wanna see?
Yeah, one sec. I'm just doing this first. Okay, I'm gonna
Oh.
copy it. Actually, should I do @Maestro Raisy, right? Like that.
Ah, yeah.
Yours is @Maestro Zenaku?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. So we have this and
Oh,
then copy and then paste. It's not a reference, it's a duplicate. Or is it a duplicate? If
wait,
I
which-
rename this one, is the other one also gonna be renamed?
I think it's gonna be the exact same. Yeah, yeah.
But we'll see in a sec. I'll figure it out.
Oh. No, you just have to change that.
Should be like this,
I
right?
got my glasses on, dude. I read that as Prune. Jesus.
Prune?
No, the guy who just subbed Powie.
Oh, Powie. Hey Powie, thank you for the sub.
Do you wanna put me in the bottom or?
Yeah, I'll figure it out in a sec.
Okay.
Something like this, right? Or should it be above your head? Because then there's like so much space there.
Just don't. I mean, ideally it's gonna be the same size as yours. So I'm not.
How big is this? Is it the same
That's
size?
fine. I actually don't give a shit.
Need
I'm
to make
fucking
it
with
smaller. I don't know. Something like this.
You. No, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay.
I'll put it back there.
Should be good there.
See, now we needed the space above the
I don't like that they keep laughing. What is this? What is going on? What are you guys doing? I have to check Discord now
Alright.
to put it a little bit higher.
What's up, Surfer?
Like that. And then. Good, right?
Very professional.
We are prepared. Not.
It doesn't matter. It's very off the cuff.
I just need to know what they're doing. What are they up to?
They took enough.
Oh god, okay.
Raisy Surfer says you should have won QUAKECon. What do you think?
I should have won a lot of things, but in the end I'm just second. I'm sorry, I tried.
I think it'll happen.
Maybe eventually.
I think I may actually need my glasses. I actually can't read shit.
I think I can make it bigger. Right now this chat is very small, we can barely see. Do you see any font size anywhere?
I think you just have to make the box bigger. Ah, thanks.
You do actually. I should have my glasses as well. Litty, get my glasses for me, please.
Well, you can
Sweetheart.
read.
No, I need to lean forward like hello.
Right.
What is chat saying right now? But like seriously, where is font size? I need to find font size. It's way too small.
Mate, don't disrespect the slash pick on Insomnia, okay? You wait a couple months and everyone will fucking be playing it.
I don't see it.
What are you looking for? Oh, I think you just need to make the box bigger.
No, Litty. There are no glasses in this. What am I supposed to do with this? There's no glass in it. How am I supposed to see?
Chloe says it's not just it's an achievement in itself. Goals are number one, but consistency. That is true. I would agree.
Well, I mean, at the end of the day, no one remembers second places. Everyone just remembers winners. The prize money is more as well if you are a winner. You know, it's just would have been nicer to be the winner, but I mean, second place is good too, but gonna put on my glasses as well so I can see. But I need to find where I can set the chat size.
I think you have to make the box bigger, I think.
It won't help.
Oh.
I make the... There's
I see. Yeah.
One sec.
1 second, boys, as you can tell.
There's gotta be... I remember there's a font size setting somewhere. There's gotta be.
Yeah.
Chat appearance there. Should be in
Yeah,
here.
max that shit. I can see it there.
Wait, it disappeared. Okay. Where did it go? Chat appearance, font size. Okay, now we can see. It's actually
embarrassing that we cannot read this.
It's just so far away.
Yeah, fuck.
Okay, should be good, right?
I think it's fine. What's up, Marduk?
Okay, now we can actually see. Some of
RAISY,
it.
would Did you read that? Did you read what he said?
What?
Oh, okay. He said, "How cool is Zenaku to bring your son on stream?"
Hello, Dad.
Everyone would be my son. So I don't know. I guess we can start talking about Kuachicon, and maybe I could just more interview you because this is actually your channel. But we can both talk about it. Anyway.
Sure, we can interview each other. Okay.
I guess,
I'm listening, Dad.
No.
Tell me a story.
No, but what did you think actually? Like, let's start off with what did you think of the tournament?
Tournament itself, the event was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it. The venue itself was really fucking good. People there were all friendly, not just the staff, but also every participant and every spectator that I've met. All the Australians, the whole Australian community was very friendly and very welcoming. It was my first time ever being here in Australia, and I felt very welcomed. It was nice. Everyone came up to me. We had little chats with a lot of people. We hung out with some other people. We went to have lunch with Phrase and Kama, and it was just generally a nice environment, friendly people. I had a good time. Yeah, well, some of the matches I've heard other people like shouting in the background. I've heard you shout a few times in the background.
Cheering for you or while I was playing?
No, just like as you were playing, I heard loud noises coming out.
I see.
You know.
My bad.
It's just.
Something. Well, was that during like actual? That wasn't on the bracket play, was it? Or was that on like?
I think it was on the first day.
Yeah.
So groups, yeah. We are still in Australia, by the way. We are here in Melbourne because tomorrow is gonna be PAX that we're gonna attend as well. We've been here for about 3 weeks now. It was a long holiday for us. I haven't really been active on socials since Kuachicon because I've been on a holiday with my partner and we've been around places. So now that we are here back in Melbourne again, we figured we're gonna do like this podcast kind of thing with Zenaku and then give you guys like kind of a what's going on situation, some feedback, some chit chat, some stuff like that. But yeah, so we are still here. We're gonna go back in 2 or 3 days, 4 maybe. But the point is, we're gonna stay here for a few more days and go to PAX first.
That's pretty much it.
Yeah, and then we're gonna go back to the UK.
And well, you were just in Cairns a few days ago. What did you think about? I mean, it was so funny because we had our friend Rocket Jump talk to us, and just before he went to the barrier reef, he's like, "Oh, by the way, there's a killer jellyfish that if you can't see and if it touches you, you die."
Yes.
And it was like, cool. Just going to fly tomorrow. So Rocket Jump, if you're watching, thanks, no thanks. Well, actually, you came back alive, so I think that's a win.
Hey. I didn't die.
What was
Achievement.
That about? But did you enjoy that?
Yeah. So. I've been in Cairns, and in Cairns we booked a tour for a diving and snorkeling session, and that's why Rocket Jump Ninja said that, be careful of stingy jellyfishes and sharks and all that, which wasn't frightening at all. But I have not met any of those deadly creatures, fortunately, so I'm still here. Yay. But yeah. In general, I was just, a little bit scared of going into the water, and I haven't really been in the water very much. But yeah, still alive.
That's also
Been also to Gold Coast, where Dave lives, and we hung out and we went to places. We were in an arcade kind of place. It's called Time Zone, right? We wasted some money there, but we had a good time.
I think the common consensus is that after Adrian has spent time in Australia, he realizes that it's fucking expensive, and it's just
I'm kind of broke, guys. So if you feel like donating, I wouldn't mind.
Just now, so what we should do is so everyone that's not subbed, consider subbing, and everyone that's T1 subbed, T2, Tier 3. I mean, come on, it's been however many years now. Kelly's Tier 3'd for me. If you're not a fan, if you're not actually T3'd, and well, anyway, just a couple. Asking for many. Anyway, no, you're doing fine. You come second all the time. You have heaps of cash.
Yeah, right.
Okay, sorry.
Also, fuck you. On a side note.
And I don't know. Was there anything I think there wasn't much time. Oh, here we go, Kelly. Playing with the T1 sub.
Hey.
What was I gonna say? Oh, what did you think of the games? Was there any game you felt were you impressed by Dander King or some of the Australian guys, or?
I don't actually remember how many times I played against him. I think it was around 3. I played him in the groups, and then I played him in the upper bracket, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And then I played him in the lower bracket final. So I think I played against him 3 times. But yeah, every time I had to... Oh, hey Lomox, thank you for the sub gifts. Yeah, we look like 2 professors. Yeah, we just need to be able to see. That's the problem. The chat is kind of far away from us, and we are both blind, so we needed some help. Yeah. And these glasses are helping a little bit. Yeah. So I played him 3 times, Dander King. He's quite a decent player. I had a tough time against him. He won a map against me in the lower bracket final. But overall, yeah, played many Australians here, and they were all tough. You wouldn't really expect it, and you wouldn't really be aware of how strong the Australian community is, because you don't really get to play against them. It's very rare that during events you meet them, because COVID situation beforehand, and now it's traveling is not that easily doable nowadays. So now that I got the chance to play against them, I found out that they are actually quite decent. They don't really have many people they could practice against, especially the top tier Australian players. And even like that, they put up a really good fight. So kudos to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they have to take a different approach. Where I feel even talking with Dan when he went to QUAKECon, and he was talking about how he watches more VODs, or kind of tries to just copy what he sees. And he doesn't have many chances to apply those things, and then as soon as he plays the games, he's learning so much, because he's just seeing so many games of other people play. But yeah, I think overall it was good. I think Kuachi can be happy with that tournament, and hopefully we'll see another one, which obviously it all depends on you guys to watch and to share that with other people, and just keep supporting it. What else is there to talk about? Have we done really much else in Australia? Not particularly.
Well, I just want to give a shout out to Kuachi and all of the staff, because they did a really good job. Every time I needed something, they were immediately there and helping us. For example, Kuachi bought me a noise cancelling headset that I could use during the event, so that I could not be disturbed by background noises while I play, which was very nice, because I didn't have to bring my own, which helped a lot, because I've been traveling a lot and it just frees up space, but I still had what I needed and I didn't have to bring my own, because he was giving one for me. That was also very nice of him. He didn't have to do that, but he did, because I asked. And all the other staff members were also very nice. They often came up to me asking, is everything okay? Is the setup good? Do you have any issues? Do you have any, I don't know, lags or stuttering issues or whatever? Can we help you in any way? Do you need anything? They always came around and asked, and they were very friendly and nice and helpful. So you know, I really appreciate that.
Should we put the music lower, or do you think it's still okay?
I think the music should be fine.
Was
But
anyone-
I can make it quieter, but it should be fine.
Just let me know if anyone else thinks the music is kind of distracting.
Or should I turn it off completely? You say?
Or even
Because
just
I
like
thought
two.
I thought it would be nicer to have some kind of background noise.
Mm,
But we can turn it off, yeah. Quieter? Okay, one sec. I'll make it quieter.
I think another thing that was also quite cool. I mean, it's like all the
Okay, it should be quieter now.
all the smaller things that kind of happen behind the scenes. Like it was really funny on the Friday, and it was my birthday before the tournament, and Kuachi came and met Kelly and I at a restaurant, and he just walked in with like a bit of cake, and I'm like, that's kind of weird. Why is he walking in with like? Why did he bring his own dessert to a restaurant? And actually, the cake was for me. But anyway.
Imagine
And-
he just comes in with a cake and sits down and eats it by himself.
Well, but the thing is, like, the way that he walked in the room, it really looked, the way that he was holding it was like, he was like holding it very close to his chest, and there was no candle, so I was like, fair play, the guy knows what he likes. But no, actually, it was a cake for me, so.
He just sits down right next to you, looks you dead in the eye, and then just eats it.
Oh, I know it's your birthday. I thought I'd just like, this is like a weird flex. Yeah, so small things like that where he just took the time to, yeah, do that for me. So that was quite nice, and I'm not sure what Raph has talked about the tournament or whatnot, but I know that he was kind of like also very appreciative of Kuachi or Vu, who was like taking us around and doing all that. Oh. Did someone else donate? Is there a way? Actually, check your notifications for a second. Like.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
Why? What's up?
Well, is your
I don't
because
actually
we
have,
don't have.
Streamlabs running at the moment, so I cannot check that. I forgot to download that and set that up.
Do you want to see? Because if someone has donated, you actually can't tell.
I cannot tell at the moment. I don't have it set up.
Okay. Alright.
But if anyone donated, I appreciate it. Thank you. But I cannot check it at the moment.
Alright.
Yeah, we kind of just put together like a quick stream setup. I didn't really set up everything for it, and I forgot about the stream alerts, which would tell me the donations and everything. Because here in OBS it doesn't say, so we don't know. There's no filter for donation, I don't think. No. Yeah, I don't have it set up. Sorry.
That's right. Well, if we don't have too much, we can probably think of other things to say. But I guess if anybody has any questions that they want to ask about Kuachicon or Adrian trying not to get killed by Australian things, which, I mean, actually, to be fair, how many spiders have you seen?
Lily saw one today, but I haven't seen any.
Okay, so there you go. So all these people that say fucking spiders and the snakes, as you can tell, it's not that many. Actually, it depends where you are,
Well,
and
I've
also
been-
the season.
I've
but-
been mostly in cities, so not many animals.
Yeah. Actually, you haven't even seen a kangaroo yet.
No, but we're about to. We're gonna go and see some kangaroos and koalas and some other stuff on Sunday, right?
Yeah, that's still the plan. So
We're planning on going to Hillsville Sanctuary. It's like not completely open zoo, but it's like not like that caged in animals. It's like you can go up to them, pet them maybe, and give them food. Maybe I don't exactly know, but I've seen some pictures and it looked like as if it's like a between completely caged animals and the completely open one. It's like in between kind of thing, and you can look up, go up to animals and have a closer look and all that. Where are all the bots from the Kuachicon tournament? Shaftastic TV on Twitch was streaming it, and I believe it is saved in their...
it's on YouTube already.
Yeah, and also on YouTube on their channel, Shaftastic TV.
Do you think you'll still do lessons, or are you not really sure?
Lessons? Oh, Quake lessons. I haven't done them in quite a while. I used to do coaching lessons in Quake, but it's like not the easiest thing to do. You have to put a lot of effort and time into it, especially if you have many people taking lessons. It's not. It's fun to do, but at the same time, it's you don't really have much time for it. Depends on how much you want to work, because you know you have to do the practicing, you have to do the streaming, the social media, the YouTube channel, content creating, clipping Twitch clips, creating YouTube content, stuff like that. It actually eats up a lot of free time. So if I do all of that, which I have to, then aside of that I still have to do coaching. I don't know if it's too much or not. Every now and then I could do it, but I wouldn't really want to burn out because of it.
Yeah. And then you have to like, but then when you want to do it that way, sometimes you have to charge more money, because then you feel like for it to kind of justify that, sometimes it feels like it's not kind of worth it. And then you also kind of feel, I don't know, I feel sometimes awkward sometimes, like asking for like a lot, but then that's kind of like how you value your time in that way. But
yeah, but at the same time, it's hard to judge what would be the most fair price, because you wanna give a valuable lesson to whoever hires you, you know, and it depends on what level they are on. So if they are a complete beginner, you have to start from the very beginning, all the basics of the game. But if they are like a more experienced player, then you have to just do like the pro tip kind of things, like the top level kind of thing that you're gonna need in order to get even better. So it's like you have to value how much they are worth, these lessons, but you also want to be fair, because if you don't, your time is gonna be used up and your efforts and all that, so you need to be paid for it, because it's not something you would do for free, because it's just not easy to do, especially if you do it as best as you can with all your heart in it, and you want to make sure that it's worth it for your client or whatever you call it. But at the same time, you don't want to overcharge them, because at the end of the day, you know, it's not something you would want to spend so much money on. It's just like kind of a lesson. It's not like you're buying something how to say, guaranteed. It's more like here's this, use this up, this information, and this is like worth this much, and if you can work with it, you can improve and get better. But if it's like something you just want to hear once and then decide you don't really want to put more effort into the game, then it's not worth that much money anyway.
Well, what do you think about what Cipher had said? What do you think about the formula of Kuachicon groups first, and you know, compared to double elimination?
I actually really like the groups idea. Back in 2019, the QuakeCon was a similar round-robin format where everyone played against everyone, which is a really good thing for a LAN event, because you travel so much and then you show up at the event and you just want to play. You don't want to get eliminated after like 2 matches. You just, you know, it's nicer to play against everyone at least once, and then based on that you get the seeding, and then you can begin your journey on the bracket. So I think the format is actually way better, but maybe make it so that not everyone gets through the group, you know, as in if it's like let's say altogether 24 people, then make the bracket 16, you know, so that few people gets eliminated, because here at Kuachicon it felt like as if there was no any not what's the right word, not prize, but there was no pressure to do well in groups, because everyone got through. But if there's like, oh, you have to do at least this well in order to go through group stages and not be eliminated and get to the bracket part of the tournament, then that puts more pressure, it's more exciting, it's harder to get through, and you have to take every match seriously. Whereas here, it didn't really matter much if you had lost a map or a match or whatever. Yes, you got a worse seeding, but at the end of the day, you still got through the groups. So there was no any I don't know what the right word is. Help me out.
I think it's like penalty.
Yeah, penalty, that's the word.
I mean, it's like if you just won your first, even if you came last seed and you won your first match, as much as it would have been hard, you're like already way far ahead, as opposed to, you know, let's say if you're a top 8 seed or something like that, where you just don't play the first round, that's already quite a big advantage.
Right.
Like where it was a QuakeCon, where if you were top 8, you didn't play the very first round.
Right.
And then that was also weird, because then people in round 2 were going to lose back in round 1. Anyway, not important, but
I think I would agree that the format, like, I think the best format for a tournament is to have a round robin part, even if it's group, so you don't get to play everyone, because like let's say there are so many participants that you have to have groups, but you still play everyone in your group. That's already like better than starting a double elimination from the get-go, because you still get to play at least a few matches before you get eliminated. So I really like the round robin. Even if it's in group format first, it's still fine. And then based on the seeding, a few people get eliminated, but they still get to play a few matches at least before they get eliminated. So they have a chance to, or if they have a bad start or whatever, they can still make up for it in the long run and then still be able to get through group stages. And then after that, when the bracket starts, based on seedings, the first few people could start from second round as a reward for doing so well in group stages. And then from round 2, it will be just the basic double elimination bracket going forward. But everyone would have the same chance of making it there or either get eliminated depending on how well they do. But at least there would be something at stakes. It wouldn't just be like going through group stages and everyone gets through and then everyone starts from round 1 of the double elimination bracket. Because if you fail at the group stages and you don't do well enough, you still go through, you don't get eliminated from groups, but you don't do well enough to start from round 2 of the double elimination bracket, which would be like still good enough. You don't really get rewarded as much, but you still have a chance to even win the event, So I feel like that would be the best format.
There's some kind of reward for doing well.
Yeah.
And Kelly also wrote, well, hang on, Edge. I never understood this guy. Is it Edge R8 or is it just...
I always pronounce it Edgar. He's actually Hungarian, and there's a Hungarian name called Edgar.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's his name or should I pronounce it that way, but it was always just convenient for me to call him that, and he never said that I shouldn't. So
now
anyway,
he's forever Edgar.
For me, he's okay, Edgar.
Fair enough.
Thank you for the sub. But yeah, correct me if I said it wrong this whole time.
Kelly also wrote...
Oh, I can just use the mouse wheel to scroll up. How much?
No, just there. Like, what did Kelly saying? What was your highlight?
A highlight for Kuachicon. I'm not sure. What was my highlight?
If you want to think about yours, I can say what mine was.
Yeah, go ahead first.
Yeah. I think for mine, it probably was almost beating Rafa in that best of 5.
Right.
First 2 maps. Jeez, what was the first map? First map was the
DM6.
Slash versus Anarchy. That was quite fun. Which I know he's like quite strong in that map, but I think Slash is just a really good pick there. And then Ruins as well. Kind of took a bit of a risk playing Nyx, but just like really good plays. And then I don't know. It's kind of hard to say on those other few maps. I think on map 3, I kind of felt that he was going to push. Like he was going to push me really hard for obviously him to like stay in the series, so I didn't play as tight. And then when we went to map 4, I think like something that I really wanted to try for this tournament in particular was just to see what picks actually did work better than others, because I don't know, I'm not sure if basically how the game felt at this tournament was very good, and it was sometimes like a bit different to others. So even in that matchup, this like Solag versus Visor, sometimes, like at least online, I don't know how you feel about it, but like sometimes Visor will just obliterate the Solag because the Solag just gets hit by everything. But now for some reason, because the game was so crisp, there were some moments where the AD dodging would actually like make Solag very hard to hit, and moments where I needed to hit, I didn't, and he won that map. And then just by coincidence enough, like, they just patched the game, so DK was even worse, like, than usual. And we were on the last map. It was like DK, Keel, and Aizen. Maybe I should have probably just gone with Keel, I think. But yeah, DK was like significantly worse than usual. And map 5, right? What can you do there? I think I'm like getting closer now, and I think it's still a good performance from me. Bit of a shame losing to Dan, but I think he really wanted to win that set. I mean, I really wanted to do well in that tournament too, but he just played good there. I can't really argue with that. But yeah, that's me. What was your highlight?
I don't think I had any, but I feel so bad I couldn't put up a better fight against Rafa. Not just in the grand final, but also when I faced him in the upper bracket. I just, for some reason, well, not just for some reason, throughout whole Kuachicon, I felt really cold in the arena. I don't know how others do it, but everyone was just in like shorts and t-shirts and all that, just walking around the place, and I was there like in in my jeans and I had my hoodie on and everything, and I felt like an Eskimo, but I still was cold. And because I cannot play if I don't roll up my sleeves, even though I had a long-sleeved hoodie on, I had to roll up the sleeves because otherwise it would be annoying on my forearms as I'm playing and moving my arms around. And so because I rolled it up, I was still cold. My fingers were like, I could barely feel them. It was just not as comfortable to use my own body and move my own body like I would normally when I'm not cold. And so I didn't feel like I could put 100% into it, and I was making a lot of mistakes. My aim was not on point. I usually have way better aim than what I had throughout this whole event, and I messed up a lot of my movements. I usually am very comfortable making rocket jumps and doing let's say wall jumps with nicks and nail gun jumps and stuff like that. I'm usually quite comfortable with it, and I can move very fluently. But this event I just was very clumsy in all kinds of ways, and I think it's mostly because I was cold and my whole body was kind of shivering in a way, and my fingers were so cold I could barely feel them. And yes, I tried to warm them up, and we tried to get the air conditioning to be off to be warmer at the venue and all that, but it was just, I don't know, it was still cold, too cold. I'm actually, I guess I'm just not meant for colder weather. I'm mostly cold at events anyway, but here it was a slightly bit even colder than usually, and I guess I was too cold to play to my full potential.
I think we need to try get you on sometimes like the exercise, or not to hype this up more than needs to be, but actually, like, no shit, when you do actually exercise a lot, like, or even if you walk, like, even if you like go for a walk earlier that day, like, the blood flows just better in the body, and like it actually heats you up. This is actually no shit, like it really does work. But I know, for example, some people, yeah, well, you can also have just a tendency for that. Some people do get colder than others. Yeah, what's up, Thunder? Flea says, how are you doing? I'm doing pretty good, by the way, mate.
Yeah, all good. Just having a chill chat session.
Yeah, we're just tired of shit because we've kind of been doing one thing after another. Yeah, just bench 250, mate. Well,
I probably should have tried doing some kind of exercise, jumping jacks or push-ups or stuff like that, because it probably would have helped with my blood circulation, blood flow and all that. But I don't know, it's just hard to get yourself to do stuff like that when you're at an event and you're like completely focused on some other stuff, and you don't want to make a fool out of yourself, but at the same time you're so cold. It's just weird. It's a uncomfortable situation, I guess. But you know, it is what it is. Everyone else was in that same room, and I guess I was more affected by it than others, because like I said, Australian people out there, it's like raining, windy, cold and all that, and then people walk in sandals and in shorts and t-shirts, and I don't get it. I'm there like fully clothed up and I'm still cold. It is what it is. It's just, I guess I can't endure cold very well.
It's a bit like the UK. The UK, everyone.
Actually, be right back. Sorry, Kelly just asked, "What are we gonna take away from Kuachi?" I have a trophy that I could show on stream.
Oh yeah, go on.
So I'll be right back. I'll just bring it here.
Maybe a bit of a weird flex because I didn't get a trophy, but anyway, no.
Well.
I'm joking, mate.
Get shit on.
I don't know if you guys heard that, but he said "get shit on" and then he laughed. Like a dick, anyway. Yo, cheers, Flea. Am I ready to punch on tomorrow? Matt, 3 PM at the bike racks, mate. 3 PM at the bike racks, as we say. Here we go. In his cup. I want a cup.
Here it is. I don't know where to put it to be visible enough. I guess like this.
Yeah. It's actually
could
pretty
show it
swag because there's not
closer.
many tournaments that come with like a trophy that's prop. This is actually like quite a cool,
It looks really
quite a
cool.
cool trophy actually.
I like how the inside is blue.
Yeah,
I'll just have it here, close to you.
thank you, mate. don't give me that second bullshit, dog. I don't-
Dude,
that-
I think I'm even more salty than you are having
Yeah.
this.
Well, can I just let me just hold it?
Yeah,
Just like,
just take it
do
away
I look
from
like a winner? Do I look like a winner? I didn't actually win, but maybe I look like one. That's cool.
No, you cannot drink beer out of it because it has it's hollow.
Well, okay, look,
Well, it's not hollow.
I was trying to start something in the fucking chat, and nobody was backing me up. You could drink a beer out of this. Look at this thing, alright? It has holes on this side, but on this side it's perfect. It's like the perfect sculling. This was the perfect opportunity to fucking do a shoey out of, and we didn't get it. I thought that was very soft.
How like you can't really look how much you could like do.
Yeah, but that's the whole thing. You
Just-
like, but it's like it's a waterfall. You pour the beer and you drink at the same time. Also, Lithy sub. Thank you, Lithy.
Yeah.
T1 sub, but. Tier 1 sub. It's alright. No pressure. It's. I mean, I just simply said what it was. Your friends away. Actually, maybe a better question to ask, Adrian. If you would have won, would you have done a shoey?
Out of this you can.
No, just in general. Would you have done a shoey?
I don't know. At this point, I don't even care. I just want to win.
So he would. So basically, yes, Adrian he would have done a shoey for the boys. I would have done.
Just at this point, I just feel like it's a never-ending nightmare of being second. I know I'm complaining about second places, which is still nice and all, and poor Dave was not even second.
Not even a podium finish.
I'm so bad. I'm sorry, man.
That's right, mate.
But anyway, it's just at this point, it's more insulting that I cannot win a single fucking thing. You know?
It'll happen. It'll happen. And then when you do win, I don't know what like you're gonna do like the biggest celebration where like you fucking take your shirt off like
I think,
you
but-
just I don't know what you're doing at that point.
I don't know, but at this point, I'm like so annoyed that even the first place wouldn't satisfy me anymore.
Yeah.
I
You
just-
like, you have to absolutely like destroy the other guy to the point where he just feels bad.
Misha, thank you for the sub.
Eh,
When is the next tournament? Actually, we should talk about that.
Yeah.
We have a plan to participate. Well,
Sorry.
is it not just a plan?
no,
It's not confirmed yet, is it?
Well, no, it's not. So, but we're trying to get that organized to play at the next tournament. That's a bit of a TBA. Unfortunately, Iron Fist was cancelled. Well, it'll be rescheduled till later. So obviously, guys, keep looking out for that. But we're both planning on trying to get this mysterious. I don't know if we can really say actually because
Just go ahead, man. Just say.
no, because that hasn't been announced, and I just like.
Well,
now
but we can say-
now it sounds even more suspicious. Like they don't
Okay,
know.
well, it's not confirmed yet, but we are planning on attending a tournament in Spain, which has been announced that it's gonna be held.
Yeah.
And there are other pros wanting to participate in it. It's gonna be in Barcelona, and it's gonna be at the end of October. I think you said 28th to 30th, right?
Yeah.
And so we are both planning on going there and participating in it, but it is not confirmed yet whether we're gonna or not. But we would like to.
It's funny with what's the word with this tournament because it's kind of like there's not that much.
Those emotes with the glasses.
What did he say?
Just these emotes with the glasses. That
Oh, I can't even see them, dude. That's how fucking bad it is. I was gonna say. What's funny about this tournament is that there actually isn't that much prize money, but now there's like more and more people going to it, and I'm like, fuck. Why is RAISY going now? Now it's gonna be 10 times fucking harder.
Well, I mean, you brought it up.
I know, but like that's because I'm just being polite.
Right. You just wanted to ask me to make sure that I'm not gonna go. I see. Okay.
It was kind of like.
Have you seen this, by the way? Look, can you read this?
I can just fucking whatever. I'll hold it now. Look at this fucking trophy. So I hope you guys can watch that, and maybe I'll be winning. I think there's trophies for that one too. So-
Gonna have
so it
my
says.
second place there.
no, don't.
Just collect them all.
No, don't. When there'll be some tournament in Poland open for spectators,
We are not aware.
Or maybe she's saying when there will be, if there will be. I think these days, like, people are having more capacity to run their own stuff. Yeah, CNZ and Dramas will be at this KeenCon. I know Maxter will be.
Oh yeah, it's called KeenCon, right?
Yeah.
I forgot the name.
It's that little picture with the 2D gorilla. Actually looks pretty cool. Wenger already retiring?
Well,
Can you confirm?
he's very old. He's at the age of 19. It's like retirement already. No, we are not in Britain. We are not in the UK at the moment. We are still in Australia.
Yeah.
But yeah, Wenger didn't participate in this one. But I guess he's gonna. I don't know actually. Is he gonna come to Barcelona? You think? I haven't talked to him in a while. I hope he's well.
Look, now that the more people that want to go into this fucking Barcelona tournament, I don't know. Because the thing is, I think it was... Because last I remember, when I saw on Twitter, they didn't have that many slots left. And now it's going to be interesting. Because now the funny thing is, I only wanted to go because I saw that other people were going. And now you're also like, oh shit, now I want to go to that. And now I wouldn't be surprised if now you're going, now other people would go too.
I've been planning on going. I just didn't know it had like slots. And actually, at the moment, I'm a little bit concerned that it's gonna fill up and I won't be able to go. But because I would like to.
Mate, chances are he'll probably just replace you with me. No, wait, he'll replace...
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine. And I'll be like, F. But then I'll have to replace someone else, and I'll just be like a dick. See, if I replace someone else, that's a dick move. But if you replace me, that's like, well, fair enough, it's RAISY.
Then it's good tactics. What is with the Beatles haircut? I haven't had any in a while, and that's why it looks like this. Yeah, I haven't streamed since QuakeCon because at first I was busy with real life stuff after QuakeCon. I was also ill for 2 weeks and I was away from the UK. I was in Hungary. And then after that I was preparing for this event. And now I've been in Australia for 3 weeks, for about 3 weeks now. And that's why I've been doing holiday stuff.
Yeah.
Why you got a tattoo of the most cancer champ though? Yep, good question.
Which cancer champ?
No. That guy is cool. This fucking
bitch.
Yeah, hate her.
She's alright.
Horrible.
You know, we're thinking about making a video, and like what we'll do is we'll do like just champion impressions. And so to give me your best. Woohoo!
Oh man. I hate her so much.
No, the thing is like, okay.
Can't catch me now! Motherfucker.
What was, me and Matt, Lure if you're still here, we used to do like our best Sulag impression. And because Sulag did this one where she said, have a taste. But like, anyway, I can't do it now.
Yeah,
but...
I'm listening.
No. Anyway, if it feels natural, I'll do it. And... She's just a strong champ. It's a Quake 2 tribute, alright? Fuck. That's just... I wish it was Donkey about, but anyway, we're not gonna... Let's not go into that.
Why not just use the mouse? It's wireless.
I don't know. Would you look at this? Look at this product placement. Logitech G Pro Wireless. Would you look at that?
Oh, it's a super light version.
Okay.
It's very lightweight. It has good shape.
It feels so loose in my hands, and it actually fits quite well. Hey, and back to the stream. So Zmleg Lova, Cipher-based cooler, will they be banned as well? Actually, there's no information about what's happening with the future of Quake or with QPL. Chaco, you made a comment about your Beatles haircut.
I
quite like it.
responded to that, yes.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, I have.
Like I wasn't listening. Hey, you did have long hair at one point, didn't you? You did have long hair at one point, didn't you?
Longer than this by a little bit, yeah. I never had long hair.
Well, no one's playing the game at the moment because there's not really not much on, and Quake is the type of game where you need a bit of a fucking break. Unless you can play in this 2 versus 2. Actually, what time is it? Oh yeah, too bad.
It is so weird. Like I said, we're still in Australia, and it's just I can never remember the time zone difference compared to being in compared to being in EU. And so whenever I look at my phone and I check the time, and I have to realize, let's say it's during the day here, but it's like not even in the morning for EU people. So for us here, it's actually quite late now. But we wanted to make the stream as late as possible so that more of you guys are awake and available to tune in, even if for just a short period of time. But we wouldn't really be able to make a stream for you when it's the evening for you guys, because by then we would be like well in the morning, I guess, like way too early for us, like as in way too late after midnight by far.
I mean, it's already quite late for us now. It's like
Yeah.
almost 11 o'clock. We should go to sleep soon, but... Excuse me.
Every time you cough, the microphone line goes up to red. I think you made a few people deaf by this moment. Okay, it was only yellow. Not too bad. There you go.
Sorry,
He reached red.
Sorry. So, what's the plan? Oh, have you seen the new PTS map? Actually, looks quite cool.
The what?
There's a new PTS map.
Oh, I have seen a Reddit post about having a new map, but I haven't seen the map itself.
There's an area now. There's another area where DK can stand because the only area the
Oh,
passive.
like on CK.
Yeah.
By the way, you kinda tricked me. You lied to me about DK,
Oh yeah.
and fuck you for that.
You know, but the thing is, I genuinely believed that you couldn't. So I'm sorry.
Right.
I'm actually sorry. But-
He said to me on LAN, because it was just after the update that happened while we were at the LAN, he said DK's fire trail, if you stand in it, it no longer deals damage to you. It does.
Wait, no, I think it's like it doesn't do the ticks, no?
It does. But
Really?
it's not the kind of damage, but it's still you're standing in fire. It's gonna hurt
okay.
you.
Okay.
So-
you get the dot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're gonna be on fire.
Yeah, the thing is, you know what the funny thing is, I realized that afterwards. I'm like, oh fuck, I lied.
Yeah, you kinda did. You kinda did.
But that was a genuine mistake because I thought they
Yeah,
actually
right.
fixed it. But by the way, Adam, if you're watching, I don't know if it's because
You're so quiet all of a sudden.
I know,
No one
'cause
hears you.
I'm doing that on purpose. So he has to really listen in. For I say, it stopped fucking working. Jesus.
And then this one was loud.
The VOD for the Australia event is on Shaftastic on YouTube. You can go check that out.
Yeah. It's also on Twitch on their channel, I'm pretty sure. It's, I believe it's gonna be available on their Twitch page for at least... how long? 2 weeks after their stream?
Yeah, I think it depends if they're partnered or... which I think they are now. Well, Thunder, we're still in Australia because... Hang on a second.
Because we're gonna go to PAX.
Yeah, we wanted to do something with Logitech there, and it didn't quite work out.
Hey,
But
Wenger!
we're gonna walk around and do some stuff. So,
We were just wondering if
Marco.
you're still alive or not, Marco.
Marco, someone said you didn't go to this Kuachicon tournament. They were already asking if you're retired. Are you retiring?
Well, he's way too old for Quake.
That's what I mean.
Marco, are you gonna go to KeenCon? Are you planning on going to KeenCon?
You don't go to one tournament and you're already retiring, Marco. It's just you.
It's Tetris. It's quite hard, competitive Tetris.
Okay.
Oh right, you won an award, right? Best Italian esport player or something like that? Best Hawaiian pizza eating or person.
Just Marco, would you be disappointed, mate? Actually, I'm more disappointed than Kelly. My dad made some pizzas in like his oven, and Kelly had pineapple on it, and we all said, "What the actual fuck?" Actually, I didn't.
Why
I didn't
would
dare
you,
to.
on purpose, on your own, want to apply pineapple onto your pizza? I get it if it's like a lost bet or something, but you know,
But that's the thing. She consciously made that choice.
why? Just
Some people like to watch the world burn. Recall,
oh yeah, Recall. Thank you for the sub.
34 months.
Pineapple on pizza is wonderful. Well, I think Wenger would say otherwise.
Fetish. Marco, now that you're here as well, if you would have won the tournament, would you have done a shoey?
I don't even think he knows what it is.
Surely. Or would you have drunk a beer from the cup? Oh! Sorry. Fucking
Let's just
asshole.
put this back here.
Okay, yeah, I'm dangerous with that.
But if you need to scroll, just let me know.
See, he would have done a shoey. Respect the shoey.
Okay.
Jesus.
Hey, no turn.
So, if we have nothing else to talk about, we may start wrapping up soon. Let me look at my PA. Are we wrapping up soon? I don't know, it's whatever. What? Oh, okay.
We are here.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Jesus.
Why are you gonna die on stream now?
Huh?
Why are you dying on stream now?
I'm just fucking farming for donations, dude. It's not even my stream, but I am. Let's say.
We're gonna share.
Marco says, how was the tournament? Did everything run smooth?
Tournament was really fun, actually. Don't think there were any hiccups when it came to schedule and all that. We were a little bit behind on schedule by the very end of it, but there were no hiccups, I think. There was one time when I think someone had to sit down for a different PC because he had stuttering issues. I don't remember who it was. But I think someone said that they had stuttering issues and so they switched PCs. But other than that, everything else went smoothly. We have not looked at the new map yet, or at least I haven't. We are aware that there's one on PTS, but we haven't played any Quake since Kuachicon. Because we've been on a holiday. Or at least I haven't. Have you played any Quake while you were in Gold Coast?
I played the tiniest of amounts.
Ah, okay.
But
Well,
I'm actually like craving to fucking play a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah, well, we'll have to have another chance, Dat Flap, I think. But it's whatever. Obviously, it's a big deal that he did win that game. Hopefully, it was ramping off the Kuachicon. I'm not sure if King Con will be LAN, but at the very least, I think it's low ping because they're probably really close to Central Server.
Mm-hmm.
When was the last time you played Quake Live, actually?
Okay, final. I think back when QL Prism was a thing, the launcher for Quake Live, QL Prism. I
Yeah,
think that's
like
the
that
last time I played Quake Live. I don't remember when it was. Ages ago, like at least over half a decade ago that I last played Quake
Yeah, really.
Live. Yeah.
Marco, thank you for the primer as well.
Oh yeah.
Just curious why you haven't prime sub to me, but that's fair enough. There's only one prime. Use your primers wisely. Well, is anyone that's in the chat actually going to be at PAX tomorrow? Because I'm not sure if we're actually going to have anything else to do. That's what I mean, Marco, but the thing, you actively choose to use your prime. I know, that's what I mean, you chose RAISY, you didn't choose me.
Oh yeah.
Maybe because I'm not online.
No, he just loves me
Actually,
more.
I think it's because I'm not online. If I was online, maybe you would have been me.
He just loves me more. I'm sorry.
You were on the team before me. But I have like Italian heritage. I just don't speak any Italian.
He actually does. I didn't know that, but
Yeah.
both of his parents are from Italy.
Yeah.
That's why they were so focused on having the pizza made right.
Yeah.
We had pizza a few days ago at Dave's. It was very nice, and Dave was like, making sure that we're gonna be like, oh, this is the best pizza ever,
Oh, yeah.
because his parents are both from Italy.
Basically, if you ever have pizza in my place and you disrespect my dad making the pizza, it doesn't matter if you like the pizza or not. The problem is that if you taste this pizza, it's the best one you ever fucking had in your life. To be fair, it's actually pretty good. But if you say you don't like it, you'll just fucking... You're done.
I'm gonna scroll up a little bit because we are behind on chat.
Okay.
Raisy,
didn't
can
see
you
that.
briefly comment on Cipher's recent raging against you in matches? That's a funny one. Okay, let's go into it. So, where to even begin? Let's just start off by saying that I think Cipher has kind of a big ego when it comes to playing against other people and how well he performs against them. Because in the beginning, back in Quake Live, he has made a tweet about wishing for newcomers for Quake, because he's bored of playing the same people over and over again, and he wants new blood that can put up a fight against him. And then Quake Champions began, and I started competing in it, and then I became someone in the community, and I started having really good results. And I have played against him, and of course in the beginning, and I wasn't as good as I am nowadays, because I have improved over the years. And back then he was winning against me most of the time in tournaments, but nowadays I'm the one winning most of the time, and I guess he doesn't like that, which is fair enough. But I tend to pummel every now and then when I feel like it, because it is fun, if you can do it, why not? Especially if it gets in your opponent's head, then use it as an advantage for yourself. And he's been mad about it, but at the same time, because I was winning most of the time in the recent past against him, now that when I played this last Estadi tournament before I traveled here to Australia, I played against him in the Estadi tournament, and then he, in the upper bracket final, which was a best of 3, I won the first map, and then he won the second map, and then he started like bad mannering, as in like pummeling my corpse and teabagging and stuff like that. And then on the third map, I won against him again. So I sent him down to the lower bracket, and I advanced into the grand final of that Estadi tournament. And he was like not happy, he was raging and talking shit on his stream and all that, which I was aware of because a few people told me. And then in the grand final, I figured I'm gonna return the favor, because originally he started doing the corpse shooting and all that. And I figured I'm gonna start off by doing the exact same thing to him. So every time I killed him, I fired a rocket at his corpse, or if I killed him with my LG, I kept on shooting when he was already dead for a few seconds. And whenever I killed him, I started teabagging him and pummeling his corpse and stuff like that. Just because, if he does it to me, why not return the favor and do it to him as well? I don't mind it when people do it to me, because if they can do it, why shouldn't they? It's a part of the game to use the pummel, and if they are like so mad at me that they wanna like shoot at my corpse and stuff like that, do it, I don't care. You're essentially just wasting time and ammunition, I don't mind. And if I do it to them, it's just, I find it amusing, it's fun for me. Of course, I don't mean any bad by it, in like outside of the game, I have no problem with Cipher. I don't disrespect him or anything like that. I acknowledge him and I know how skillful he is and all that. But inside of the game, if he gets triggered when I do stuff like this, then I could use that and turn that into an advantage for myself. So why not? If it makes it easier for me to win the game, might as well.
Just real quick as well. Apparently, Thunder donated 420.
Oh, yeah, donations we cannot see at the moment because we haven't set up the notifications for it. But we appreciate every support, thank you.
Yeah.
So anyway, in the grand final, I did all of that to him as to return the favor. but he was like not taking it well at all. He was saying on his stream that I'm the one starting it all, and how dare I do this, and I'm such a dickhead, and you know, he always knew I'm a piece of shit and stuff like that. He actually said these words, or at least close to these words. I've seen a few clips of it, but you know, I guess it was just sudden, like something like a sudden rage. When the stream ended and he had calmed down afterwards, he deleted the VOD. So, you know, he probably has regrets about doing that. Maybe it's not because he said those things, but because maybe the regret is more about showing himself like that in front of other people, not like regretting talking about me like that. But, you know, I don't really mind. You know, it's like competing is frustrating in Quake.
Would you like to know some good news, however? 1 second. So apparently, 1 second. So there was a sponsor on KeenCon. They're sponsored by this other company or person called CopySat. And one spot, well, he said one slot from our sponsor just left it for RAISY so he can come. And so he needs to fill out the details. So if you want to come now, you have position to also come to KeenCon.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So
okay, so it's
confirmed.
it's confirmed. We're both gonna go to KeenCon then.
Yeah. So yeah, I think that'll be end of the month, 28th to 30th of October. How's your Spanish?
Non-existent.
Yeah, well, we're both in trouble then. Also, Hell, thank you for the primer as well, mate.
Oh, hey, Hell. Or as Wenger would say, L.
I should have done this on my channel, mate. I'm getting none of the primers.
Don't worry, I'll check how much I received here during this stream, and we're gonna do 50-50.
So that'll be fun.
I'll scroll up a little bit, because I have missed a few things here. I was talking so much, I wasn't paying attention to the chat, but I wanna catch up.
I'm gonna get some water real quick.
Okay. It's just me now. He fucked off. He's still coughing. I'm pretty sure that's still audible on stream. I'm trying to catch up on chats, I'm just reading real quick. Yeah, I also, you know, like for Cipher, I understand that his current life situation with Quake and Russia and the war and everything is just, you know, unoptimal, quite complicated. You're really gonna bring that over here and make a lot of noise with that?
No, I'm not. I was gonna subtly continue talking. You're talking about something serious at the moment.
Dude, that is so fucking loud. Why would you? What are you doing?
I don't think it's that loud. But just listen for a second. Wait, what's the bar? What's the bar? Wait, shut the fuck up. Listen to the bar. Watch.
Well, you're not moving.
But precisely.
If you want to take another thing out of that thing.
Okay.
What are you? Why would you do that?
Okay, so Cipher. Continue.
Anyway, he just felt like making noise all of a sudden. And now he's chewing loudly.
Let me get the calories in.
Anyway, what I was about to say is that I kind of understand Cipher's point of view. He still has, you know, he's still a little bit pissed about performances and results and all that, but at the same time his life must be really frustrating at the moment and has been for a few months now, so, you know, I'm not gonna hold it against him, and I'm not mad at him or anything like that. But yeah, it wasn't very nice of him to call me a dickhead and all that, but you know,
I think to be fair, we've all said some dumb things while playing and while angry.
Right.
So, you know, don't get me wrong. As much as it looks like it's really frustrating by him to say all that stuff, like, I'm sure that, you know, when we're not streaming, or, well, I'm like that all the time. And how can I say? Yeah, it's just kind of caught on camera kind of thing. But I don't think that's who Cipher is when he's kind of his best self. So. Oh yeah, this is an old one. I saw Zenaku at the bottle opener today. He was eyeballing some reds, and when he noticed me, noticing him, he knew of his massive biceps. He didn't say anything, but just winked when he perfectly circle jumped into half-beat strafe jumping away like with like 40 tinnies. Man, I'm so fucking cooked. I'm like, didn't drink at all, but I'm so tired that that was terrible. But that's the thing, Marco. You don't expect it with RAISY. He's gonna take that bounce pad, and he's gonna use like the shotgun rail as well to fucking kill you.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I would never do such a reckless
See,
thing.
that's also meta, because I feel like you know exactly what he's talking about.
No clue.
Okay.
I would never go up a jump pad with 10 health. I have no idea why would you even assume that. Oh god. Oh Kelly, no. Oh shit.
This is actually
on top of our...
This is actually cringe. Why have I the red on it?
It wouldn't fit well. Oh god.
We should have made this a sub goal.
A sub goal. Actually, we should have.
Should we make it harder?
It's too late now.
So in Australia, we've actually become just fucking...
What the fuck? Why am I wearing this?
I don't know, because we've been peer pressured.
You know what? I'm just gonna give you a second one here. Have fun.
Okay. Now we look like a ladybug. And...
You know what?
Alright.
Have this as well. Just everything.
Yeah, we got these at time zone because look good on Zenaku. And you know what we need? Have you ever seen CSI Miami?
I'm not sure what you're referring to.
Have you not seen like holy shit? Have you not seen that?
When he has like multiple sunglasses.
No,
on?
because what he does, he says something really dramatic. He
Oh
says,
yeah, and then the cheesy
he's like,
glass.
and that's how we're gonna get the guy. Damn! Alright, anyway. Have you not seen that? It's quite old.
No, I'm aware. I was thinking because there's also like a funny meme, like a GIF when someone has like sunglasses on, he takes them off and there's another one on him. Oh, I thought you were referring to that one.
No. Alright then, well, is that... We've hit the hour mark and that was basically our quota. So unless we get some, like, literally like 10 subs for RAISY now, he's not going to take his shirt off.
What? You what?
Unless we get at least... Okay, you know, no, actually... Yeah, we'll probably wrap up now, I think.
Alright.
For Ratio, is that you? Is that for me or is that for Adrian?
I don't even know what it's referring to. Oh, is it from the CSI thingy?
Maybe.
I think that's the main
Is
character's
it?
name.
I only know the meme.
RAISY would go up a jump pad with pummel. That's more accurate, yes. I can associate with that. I also find this comment funny from Placebo. RAISY's talk about drama and Zenaku brings candy. It's not quite popcorn. It's not quite popcorn, but you know.
Yeah, but did
he
you
needs
laugh?
his calories, man.
Did you laugh?
He has to have gains from something.
David Caruso. Did you know if you put one glasses on top of another, dioptry adds up?
Dioptry. Dioptry?
I'm not sure.
Dioptry. I don't fucking know. English
Dioptry.
words. Well, I know what it
If you
means.
don't know
I
what
just
it-
don't know how to
If you don't
pronounce
know what
it.
it means, you just sound it as fancy as you possibly can. So
Dioptry.
Yeah, there you go. Too pompous. Tone it down a bit. Dioptry. Dioptry. Does Zenaku do if you fit your macros? No, what do I just basically... no, I just try to balance all my calories out a little bit. Like, if I feel like I'm eating too many carbs, I'll just, like, actually eat more protein for a bit. And,
I have not seen FaZe's tweets, but I'm gonna have a look. Has he said anything interesting about something that's related to me in any way?
No, he made a tweet basically about Kuachicon. I haven't fully read it, but I believe it was basically saying how
Hold on.
that style of tournament is like, how do I say? is good for Quake because we're not quite there yet for professionalism. Unless I could be taken completely out of context, but I remember that was
Is it these part 1 and part 2 kind of things?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not gonna
Is
read
it
it now.
longer? Yeah.
I think it's something that is like I would need a few minutes to read, so whatever.
I'm not sure if my actually phase. If you would do it again, actually never mind. I was gonna make a joke, but
He keeps coughing, man.
hopefully
Are you
not.
guys deaf yet?
Yeah, that's what I'm after. Bullet points. I was either after bullet points or like some pretty pitches. Yeah, it's just in a PowerPoint presentation showing me which is the important bits. But if I have to read like a bunch of text, sometimes with a lot of emotions, I'm just like, nah, fuck it. We only deal with facts. God damn it, facts. Prey on pitches. Oh, that was a bit of a low blow. Well, should we call it there, or we should actually go to sleep?
Yeah, I guess. I mean, if anyone has any more questions, we will be glad to answer. But we ran out of things to say. Yeah, I think we kind of went through everything that happened in the last few days.
Yeah, I think we're in a good spot. How would you feel about? How about instead of reducing rail damage, I was actually thinking, what if they would actually put rail pushback to like 0? Because it's such a it's such a thing to hit someone across the map, and not to mention that it totally kills your momentum. Whereas I feel like it could totally punish players who try to hold the angle, and if they hit, they completely destroy you because you fall, and then if they don't hit, they're dead. But it's too much of a big swing in momentum. Whereas they should make it, you can hit anyone across the map for 90 damage, but it doesn't push them back. I think that would actually be really good. Because then you could actually do stuff where you could actually like peek, hit a rail, and you have to move. Rather than just like, you can like hit someone in a defensive position, and especially because of like online client side, holy shit. It's ridiculous sometimes the shit you can do.
I honestly don't know how I would approach the railgun, because I don't necessarily think it has to be fixed in any way or balanced or changed. But back in the day when Quake first started, if you charged up your railgun, it dealt 90 damage, or was it 100? I think however much it was, if you charged it up, it was like 10 more compared to not charge it up. I don't remember how much it was exactly. I think by default was it 80, and then if you charge it up, it was 90, which was an interesting concept, but that just made it so that people were even more campy with the railgun, because they wanted to deal max damage, so they stood still and charged it up. But you don't have to stand still, but you have to be zoomed in to charge it up. Anyway, I don't think that was like the right thing with the railgun. But nowadays I'm thinking more, if they could code it so that when you hit a heavy character it deals 90, but when you hit a light character it does 80, and when you hit a medium character it does like 85 or something like that. I'm not sure if that would be the best thing for the railgun, but sometimes as a light character it's just so bad that you die from 2 rails of the spawn, because you just don't have enough stack to work with. But as a heavy character you can survive like 3 to 4 even sometimes if you pick up a few bubbles between shots, and that's like so hard to kill. Even though it's easy to hit heavy characters, if they just rush you down, there's no way for you to deal enough damage in time before they kill you. So maybe that way it would balance it some more if it was customized for like depending on what type of champion you hit, then it deals damage accordingly. But I'm not sure, we would need to try it out to see if it works or not. But I like this idea more so than the default damage is this much, and then if you are zoomed in for long enough it charges up and then it deals more damage kind of thing. I think like category wise, like depending on if it's a light, medium or heavy champion and then it deals certain damage, then that's like probably a better route to go on. If we want to balance things. But I wouldn't even start with the railgun. There are just so many things about the game that I would rather focus on when it comes to balancing. and I wouldn't really touch the weapons right now because I think they are okay as they are. Maybe at like the very last thing that you would want to mess around with would be weapons, like certain things, like let's say they recently changed how the shotgun spread works and all that. I'm still struggling with it because throughout Kuachicon there were at least a few times when I felt like I should have killed my opponent with my shotgun shot, but it did like 5 to 10 damage. My opponent had like 30 health, let's say, I don't exactly know, but let's just say he had like 30 health, and I should have been able to kill him with one shot. That one shot could have even dealt like 60 to 80, but it just did 5 to 10. And then I needed like 2 or 3 more shots to kill him, and by that time either I died or he made me so low that in the end it wasn't like a favorable exchange for me. Whereas if I had killed him like it was meant to happen, then I would have been healthy enough for the next fight and stuff like that. And it has happened so many times, even against Rafa once on Corrupted Keep. I remember that situation at Mega. I fired my shotgun, it dealt about over 100 damage, and he was already screaming like he's so low on health that only like if I touch him with my elbow he would die. But then I fired another shotgun and it didn't kill him, and then I fired another shotgun, I missed completely, and then I fired another shotgun, it still didn't kill him, and then I died, and stuff like that. It's just really annoying because I felt like I should have been able to kill him there, and if I had killed him there, I potentially would have won the map. And it's just, you know,
It's too much.
shotgun is just weird sometimes.
I think it's the damage fall off is too high.
I'm not even sure. I was close to him though. It's more about the spread not registering, or maybe I messed with my aim, but because I was nervous, you know, it was an intense situation. But still, it's just normally out of 10 situations, at least 9 times I would kill him like that. But this one time I didn't, and it meant all like it probably caused me to lose that map actually. Anyway, like I said, I wouldn't really focus on weapon changes, like balancing wise. I would rather focus on champion changes, like abilities mainly. I dislike how at the moment abilities can be abused so much when it comes to fighting. I know it's like certain abilities are meant to deal damage, but some of them are like over the top so much that it's just so unnecessary, and it makes everything not even... I feel like many abilities take away the skill from the game. Let's say Ranger's Orb, for example. Ranger is a well-balanced character and has been since the beginning of the game. You can basically pick him on any map against any character, but the Orb is like... it can be abused so much, and I have complained about this so many times before. I have said this so often, like most of you are, you know, you have heard it from me already, at least once or twice, but I just feel like the orb should not be used to deal damage. Even though in the original Quake, yes, you will use the orb to kill the final boss and all that, blah 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 blah, but in a competitive environment in Quake Champions, I feel like the orb should not be used to deal so much burst damage out of nowhere, especially if you combine it with like a point-blank shotgun shot around the corner or a direct hit rocket. It's just... You fire a rocket, it deals like 80 damage to your opponent, you teleport to him with the orb, it deals another at least 100 damage, and then you can fire your second rocket again, which will be yet another 80-ish damage, and so out of nowhere all of a sudden you deal over 250 damage, or even more if you are like hitting him directly with everything, and it's just immediately splat. There's nothing you can do, even if you know your opponent is around the corner, even if you are aware that he has ability ready and everything. If you have to go through a choke point because you want to get to an item, it's just it's not fun to encounter. Even if you're fully aware, there's nothing you can do about it. If you want to contest for the item, either you give up the item completely or you're gonna go all in into this risky situation, and sometimes your opponent's orb is gonna like miss you completely or whatever, and there's nothing wrong with it. Or other times, out of nowhere, your opponent who just respawned has no weapons, has no stack, just does like a bullshit orb and then kills you immediately, where he has no rights for it in a way. Like, it's not skillful, I just feel like. And so many people play Ranger in this way, like they just rely on abusing the orb and deal damage with it, instead of using it to position themselves, or for escaping or repositioning, or as a distraction, stuff like that. Most people just use it to deal damage, and it's just boring, and I don't find it skillful at all. And again, other abilities as well are unbalanced in my opinion. For example, Scalebearer's Bull Rush is just the biggest bullshit in the game, I feel like. The way it can be abused, the way you cannot do anything about it, because once he starts bull rushing, there's no knockback for him. There's no way for you to stop him, because even if you're like 100% LG on him and all that, there's no knockback, and there's the damage reduction, and then if he bonks into you, it deals a shit ton of damage, it knocks you back, and then he can immediately fire like a point blank shotgun on you or a direct rocket on you, and there's nothing you can do because most champions are unable to evade it. You know, if you are Nyx, yes, you can go invis, or if you're Ranger, yes, you can teleport away, but what can you do as a Visor, or what can you do as an Eisen? Yeah, okay, well, the turret can kinda put up a stop sign for Scalebearer's Bull Rush, but you know, most champions would not be able to do anything.
So you don't think it's balanced?
Not at all. No, it's fucked up. It's one of the worst aspects of the game. Like some of these abilities is, I feel like what it doesn't necessarily ruin the game for me, but it takes away so much fun, because most of these abilities can be abused in a way that it's not skill related. It's like random Billy bullshit that is like, oh, I'm gonna press this button and let's see what happens. Maybe it's gonna work out, maybe it's not. Who knows? Let's do it.
I think it doesn't make sense to have a game about weapons and position to have a champion that can just like completely disregard unit collision. That doesn't make sense to me. Or like, but then it would be really weird to code, I think. Like, it would be really awkward, for example, if you had a delay from, like, let's say shooting to using your ability. Like, for example, part of the reason why Ranger is kind of OP, or it's strong, because you can fucking just shoot the orb, and as you're firing the orb, you're reloading so you can shoot again.
Yeah.
It's like, there needs to have to be some kind of delay in somewhere in this process where it's just this is too much. Or maybe you could even make it that, like, if you use your ability, you don't reload. Because a part of the issue is, like, that as you're firing and you orb, you're reloading, and there's already that 500 millisecond delay, but you're already factoring that in when you do bullshit like close range rail or with rocket or shotguns.
But then I feel like people will get frustrated because it's hard to figure out the cooldown, the delay between shots, because the orb is gonna be like yet another factor that you're gonna have to account for in a fight. I just feel like the easiest way to fix the orb issue with Ranger is to reduce the damage of it. I think that would be it. You know, then you can use it however you want. You can use it to evade, you can use it to escape, you can use it to reposition yourself, you can use it to even deal damage, but just not so much damage, it's just a little bit, but you know, that helps as well. But at the moment it's just all over the place. Similarly to Athena, my biggest issue with Athena is that she is just so all over the place. She has way too many hooks available, and people keep abusing it in ways that is like impossible to predict. You know that she's gonna come from that way, you're holding your crosshair that way, you're perfectly prepared to get in a fight with her, but as soon as the fight starts, you have no fucking clue how it's gonna end up, because she can have 3 hooks at the same time and just use it in whatever ways she wants. You know, she can use it to get closer to you really fast. She can use it to dodge a rocket that would hit her otherwise. She can use it to even swing around and then be impossible to hit. She can use it to hit you with it, and then it not alone does damage to you, it also knocks you back. And all these things, like whatever can happen during a fight, and it happens so fast and all of a sudden, and 3 times in a row, because she has 3 hooks, if her ability is fully ready. And it's just impossible to account for. And you know that she's gonna come from let's say from that left hallway that you're looking towards or whatever, but there's nothing you can do afterwards once she shows up, because she's like all over the fucking place. And if she only had 2 hooks, then all of a sudden that would reduce the random bullshit that would happen during a fight. She would not be able to be as mobile. She would have to think through how she's gonna be using her ability instead of just spamming it all over the fucking place. And it would be more skillful, less random, less bullshit. People could be more prepared to handle it. But the way it is right now, and it has been like this, is just, I find it really frustrating to play against. And I'm not saying it's not skillful to play Athena on the highest level, but I'm just saying her ability makes it very frustrating to play against in the pro scene. You know, if you're playing against someone who is really good with Athena, no matter how well prepared you are, you're still gonna encounter these bullshit situations, and then you're just gonna have to hope for the best.
Could also be even a case of like if she just used the hook, but instead of she just goes to it straight away, there's like a bit of a delay, so it feels like it's more used for vertical position and sometimes horizontal speed. But this like instantaneous shit is where the game just gets fucking erratic and crazy. By the way, do you want to jump off now because we have to go to sleep soon anyway?
Oh, you're tired. Aww.
Man, I gotta drive tomorrow, you son of a...
Well, alright.
We call it there?
We could, yeah.
Well, I guess, thank you for watching, guys. And let me see, well, we can have a quick look. Hang on. Well, just like to say from before, like everyone that subbed and stuff.
Alright, yeah.
So Edgar, Lithy, you have to upgrade your sub. And Maisha, Kelly's a tier 3. Maisha, Recall, Marco also prime subbed, and Skoku rated, and Hell also subbed. Thanks for watching, boys. And again, if anyone's going to be at PAX, come say hello. Maybe not to me, maybe just to RAISY, depends on whatever you prefer. And I guess that's it. Anything you want to say, or?
Well, just thank you guys for hanging out. It was nice to share with you our insights and how we lived through this whole event and everything else since we're here in Australia. I'm glad we could do this stream together. It was actually a good suggestion from Litty, and shout out to her. Are we gonna do anything like this again? Probably, because you are planning on living with me for a while when we are back in the UK. So you will be available to do something like this again.
We'll have to figure something out.
Yeah, I guess we'll do something like this probably soon, sometime in the future. But for a few days, we'll still stay here in Australia, so I won't be able to stream anytime soon again. But we really wanted to have this podcast kind of thing, just to give you guys like a little bit of, hey, we are still alive and this happened to us and blah blah blah, you know. But yeah, unfortunately, I believe Tasty Cups 2v2 tournament is gonna be this weekend, right, for EU and NA. But like I said, we're still here in Australia, so we won't be able to participate in it. Unfortunately, I'll have to skip it, even though I really wanted to play, because I think I played in every single one so far except the first American one, but since then I've played in every single even NA tournament for Tasty Cups 2v2, but we're gonna have to miss this one, unfortunately. But soon enough we'll be back in the UK again, and we'll start playing actively again and stream actively again, so we'll see you guys then.
And actually there was one more.
Oh, Vish also resubbed, thank you.
Awesome. Alright guys, thanks again, and we'll see you soon, hey?
Yep.
Okay.
See you guys, have a good night, or whatever it is in Europe or wherever you are. Here it's actually quite late and Dave is tired. He's quite old now, so I guess he needs some sleep.
Well, I'm 29 now, mate. Things get different when you get older. Oh shit, hang on.
It's the Hungarian keyboard layout.
Ah, are you signed in? Oh, you're not signed in. Can you raid on this?
In OBS I can, but which channel do you want to raid?
well,
you want to check which ones are online? Yeah, okay, just give me a sec.
For QUAKE.
QUAKE. Champions. Oh, Rafa is playing actually.
No,
it's not. Never mind, it's not live.
This one.
Where is it?
This one. The Elosh Stornak.
Right, never mind.
Oh, there's us.
Okay. Not many people are playing at the moment.
You wanna raid Ribber?
Yeah, sure, why not? I cannot copy his name, so it's R1BERR.
Yep.
Ribber.
Okay. Oh, hang on.
Like that.
I think it's not going to, and then press enter, and then
wait,
it takes a bit of time.
I need to double check. Did I write it correctly? I think I have, yeah.
Okay, press enter.
I can, but then...
No, it takes like 10 seconds anyway.
Okay.
Or it should do.
Done.
Hang on. They have to awkwardly wait just looking at us for 10 seconds.
Well, Cipher is playing. Well, he's not playing Quake, or at least I cannot find him. No, he's not playing Quake. All right. Anyway, see you guys.
Bye.
Thank you for checking in.
Okay.
All right, you can go sleep now.
Oh, hang on, you haven't pressed it.
I have pressed it.
No, you haven't pressed it up here.
Oh, we have to press it again. Why do we have to press it twice?
You have to press it twice. There you go. And they give it a second. It's still on as well, so give it a sec. Because you have to wait. That's nice that they put you on though for the KingCon thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I have to fill out a document thingy. Details.
Yeah, you will. And you have to also pay like 20 euros.